Okay, so I'm told that y varies jointly as x and z, and that x equals 8 and z equals 3 when y is 72. And I want to find what y is if x is negative 2 and z is negative 5. So I'm going to set up my initial equation. Because y varies jointly, I can write y equals kxz, where x and z are variables and k is called a constant of variation. Now, once I figure out what k is, then I'll be in pretty good shape to use that later on for the second part of the problem. So to get k, I look at my initial conditions. And initially, I was told that x is 8 and z is 3 when y is 72. So those are my initial conditions. So I'll plug in a 72 for y, I'll plug in an 8 for k, and I'll plug in a 3 for z, and I get 72 equals k times 24. And if I divide by 24 on both sides, I get k equal to 3. Okay, so now that I have that, I can write y equals 3xz, and I'm going to plug in negative 5 and negative 2 because now we want to know what y is when x and z have those values. So I have y equals 3, and then x and z I am now told are going to be negative 2 and negative 5. So when you multiply all this out, you get a final answer of y equal to 30. Okay? So my steps here were to find k using the initial conditions that they give you. And once you find k, then you can find your new y given the conditions they want you to work with now, namely x equal negative 2 and z equal negative 5. So hopefully you found that helpful.